Hello, it is National Stress Awareness Day, and I'm actually laughing at myself that I'm wearing the shirt that says every day is a good day. And while I wish that was the case, we all know it's not, and that we do get stressed sometimes, and things come into our lives that either we may or may not have control over, but that bring stress to us. And so, first of all, I just want you to understand that stress is going to come into our lives. Every day is not going to be a great day. There are days that are going to be hard and stressful, and we feel like we want to give up and don't want to deal with it. I am one to stress about things that I actually have control over. I'm way better now than I used to be, but I am a big procrastinator, and a lot of the times I have control over whatever it is that I'm stressing about, that I can just actually go do something about it. But it brings me so much stress and anxiety that I do the opposite and I avoid and I don't want to deal with it. And it only makes it worse. I'm also someone who creates these stories about what might happen, and they're way worse than reality on what actually happens. So I'm actually like living out this stress twice, which is terrible. Like I'm creating the story and all of this pre-stress in my brain, and then the event that I'm stressing about, comes and it's about to happen. So then I'm stressing again, and it's just bringing this overwhelming amount of anxiety to me that we can actually do something about and help ourselves a little bit more, and to put ourselves in a better position to be able to handle these things. I also used to be the person who didn't do anything to help my stress or be proactive in it, that I would only have tools or maybe start to do something about it when I was already stressed and almost to the point where it wasn't helpful anymore. So to have tools in place that we can do daily, instead of playing catch up at the end and trying to, cover up or fix all of the stresses and become more overwhelmed because we're already stressed. Instead of playing catch up, if we can have these tools in place that we do daily or weekly, or just things that keep us relaxed and in a better head place all day, all week, all month, and we have these things that we can do that we enjoy, that we look forward to, then when we do get stressed, it will actually help us be in a better position to handle these stressful moments. So some of these stress relievers that I feel like have helped me, that I can do on the daily, weekly, just when I need to, the one, and everyone knows, is to take deep breaths or meditate. But the thing that I have really learned that helps me with deep breaths, we always say take a deep breath, but that actually means that we want our exhale to be longer than our actual inhale. So a deep breath doesn't mean taking this big inhale. It actually means that we want to exhale as long and as slow as we can. And if I am in a stressful moment, I do that. I sit with myself, close my eyes, and just take maybe 5 to 10 of those long, elongated exhale deep breaths, and it helps you right in the moment to kind of refocus and get you right back. The second is take a shower. This really helps me if you're able to. I know sometimes you might not be somewhere that has a shower when you feel stressed. The water actually kind of shocks your body a bit and gets you out of that headspace and kind of more into your body. Work out or just go for a walk. Get a hug from a loved one. I do this regularly with my partner, and I will just ask her, I just need a hug right now. And honestly, the heart-to-heart connection of people and humans, and the contact, the skin to skin, the hugging, the comfort that we get from human to human contact is actually very beneficial for a stress relief, or even just for our mental well-being. So I encourage you to do so. I do this very often, and really just try and slow my heart rate down while I'm connecting with someone that loves me and I love them. Talk to someone right away when you're starting to feel stressed. This used to be a huge problem of mine because I, like I said, would avoid, and I didn't want to talk about it. I just wanted to put it under the rug. but I am way better now. And I have found it really helps me if right away, even if it's something stupid or silly that I'm kind of embarrassed that I'm stressed about, I actually talk it out loud and I say it to my partner. You can say it to a friend or your parents or your sister, whoever. Talk to them about what's stressing you out, even if it's silly, and just get it off your chest. Because the more we hold it in and think about it, the less action we take to actually de-stress about it. So talk it out, even if it's silly, and I promise you will either feel better just saying it out loud, or maybe that person can help you say, okay, here, let's take these steps and let me help you not feel so stressed. Do something you love to do, whether this is painting or hiking or playing an instrument, or for me, even like cleaning is something that when I am stressed, I will just clean my space, and that really helps me in the moment de-stress. And some bigger things that you can do, some long-term things that I would encourage you to start to try and do every single day. That is end your day with gratitude. I try and do this, whether I write it down, whether I say it out loud, whether I just think about 3 things before I go to bed, before your day ends. Think about what you are grateful for and reassure yourself that everything is okay, that you in that moment are safe, and no matter what happens, that you will get through it and you are grateful for A, B, and C. The second is a healthy diet. For me, a big thing on what added to my stress was drinking alcohol. And I have seen a huge difference with this for me. I'm currently not drinking, and my body and my mind just feel so much more clarity. And it allows me, when I do get stressed, that I am in a better headspace to be able to handle it, versus before where I was kind of foggy already in my thought process. And alcohol in general stimulates stress and anxiety and depression and those kinds of things. So it only makes it worse when you're already feeling that way and then you have alcohol. So being able to, even if you're not sober or you're not going to not drink, if you can limit, or if you notice that you get stressed in certain situations, maybe knowing that and being aware of when those times are and limiting your alcohol intake during those times, because it really does hinder our ability to handle those stressful situations. And really just start small with whatever it is you're stressed about. If it's some big project, if it's something with work or your family or your friends, start small and just sit down and look at what you need to do as a whole, and then break it into small pieces. Put it into small steps, something you can just do one thing a day for, and make it smaller and easier to tackle. Just know that stress is normal, that we are humans, but just know you are never alone. Stress is normal and we will all get through it.